What's up, freaks?
That is impossible.
Please stand.
Whoa,
Where'd you come from?
No,
Why are you in
calm
my
down,
house?
calm down.
What's going on?
Chill.
Chill?
You know what I mean? All right. If I can trust anybody, it has to be you, I guess, eh?
Exactly. I mean, what do you?
Is she gone?
What do you mean? It does.
You may have a point there.
I do. Go back inside.
All right. I'm gonna go inside.
You're gonna go inside.
All right.
Okay. Jesus. Why don't you cut your hair? Shave your face. Looks like you should be trying to sell me a camel or ask me for change or something. I don't know.
Your Bow Wow here. Happy Sunday to you. I may look like I have a little bit of sleep in my eyes. It's because it's 7 o'clock in the morning right now. But I wanted to do a short video real quick. I'm getting ready to go to church. I usually take a walk around my neighborhood and contemplate not only the past, but also the future. Things that I want to get done. And I thought, we need to put some videos out because we're hitting some landmarks here pretty soon. The future, not so far away, is starting to look pretty good. So without further ado, let's freak out.
Please stand clear of the doors.
So in case you haven't realized yet, take a look at my channel. I'm approaching, if not passing, 500 videos on YouTube now, which is pretty crazy because I remember back in the day back in 2017, when I first started the Florida Freaks, which actually had a different name in the works before I actually created the channel. We were gonna call it the Disney Weirdos. That was something that the Robe came up with a long time ago, before he was the most famous man nobody's ever heard of. But we decided not to go with that because I didn't like it. That's pretty much it. So I told him I don't like it, but I like Florida Freaks. It had a better ring to it, I think. The only thing is that a lot of people tend to move to the naughty portion of their brain when they hear the word Florida Freaks. But once it's explained that what it means is it's everything you freak out about Florida, you know, that's when it starts to make a little bit more sense. And it's a little bit more pleasant, you know. But we're approaching 500 videos. We probably passed it. I don't even know. I have to look after I post this video because I know we were damn close, which is cool. Because like I said, when I first started this channel, getting to 100 videos was like, can I really put out 100 videos? Like, what am I gonna do for 100 videos? And it kind of just worked itself out. And of course, with the Robe giving me a little bit of his time out of his busy day to bless us with his presence, you know, I'm used to holding a G7X, not a iPhone. But anyway, isn't it beautiful though? I mean, look at the picture quality of it. Okay, anyway, it's just amazing. I started out on GoPros, if you don't remember. I thought that was the best thing in the world. I kind of still use GoPros every now and then, but just a little reminiscence of the past, if you will. Take a look at this real quick. I want to show you something. This is my neighbor. All right, hold on. Look at his house, man. Beautiful. Put a lot of work into it. You should see it at night too. It glows. And I love what he did with his garage door there, putting the thing on there. I had to show you that. That is just one of the best houses here, really, in the neighborhood. We got a few of them though. If we come across any more, I'll pop them on. But no, but it's amazing. Something else came to mind as I was thinking about videos and how many videos we put out now. Something else came to mind. I started to think to myself, I started in 2017 and it's coming up to 2026. So what that means is there's a big thing on YouTube here, if you don't know, that once a channel hits 10 years, you know, it's a pretty incredible thing that you've been 10 years on YouTube. Yeah, granted, I took a couple of years off in a way. I took like 2 years off of not really posting much, just every once in a blue moon, just posting something, but it's still active though. Channel's still on. So technically, in 2027, which is only a year and change away, it looks like we're gonna be celebrating 10 years on YouTube, which is gonna be pretty incredible. We got a lot of good stuff in the works right now. I do anyway. I don't know if you noticed on social media's platforms for Alicorp Multimedia and everything else like that. I don't know if you noticed. I've posted a little bit of a teaser, if you will. I've been putting out a somewhat experiment, if you will. The experiment started with me just wanting to do an experiment on YouTube. It was just going to be a thing where, you know, I was just basically going to come on to the video and tell you, hey, let's do an experiment. Like the video, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and share out. And let's see what happens if the algorithm picks me up on the next videos. We played along a little bit on that, but instead the creativity came over, you know what I mean? And I started to be like, you know what? Let me do some green screen work that I've done before for Alicorp, because I had an Alicorp YouTube channel and I did green screen of me, and like, it was basically, I was running a news studio and I had like a twin of me, which was very incompetent. So he'd really screw things up a lot of times and stuff like that. But basically the whole premise of that show that I put on, that series that I put on Alicorp, was just to let people know what was going on around town as far as rock music and rock concerts and stuff like that, and dates and times and how much it's going to cost to get in. And that was a lot of fun. That was good. That actually excelled my company, Alicorp Productions, a little bit higher than just being a regular photographer, you know. I wanted to take that premise and I used that on the experiment. I wrote out a makeshift script that was basically turning into a giveaway that never happened because life really got rocky at that point. Not only for me, but for other people that were associated with the channel. I don't really want to get too much into it. But then later on, I decided to make like a part 2, kind of like a little follow-up video, which was just like a 5-10 minute video, maybe 8-minute video. And it was basically sending the wrong Al back to the original time. I did that all by myself. My son wasn't involved in that one. He was involved in the first one. He's going to be majorly involved in the third one, which is the final calling, is what we're going to work with now as far as a title. But it's going to be pretty incredible because we're going to pull out a lot of special effects. I'm going to be bringing in some AI work to make it look really, really amazing. And I've been studying a lot of AI creation and stuff like that, which there's a science to it. Believe it or not, it's not just typing stuff in. It's pretty interesting. Maybe I'll do a video on how that works, but I've been looking into it not as a platform to make videos, because making full AI videos, that's not cool. To me, that's not cool. That's cheating in a way. But being able to use AI for little things to make it pop more, that's basically like visual effects, you know. The only difference is instead of having to go through hours and hours of creating that visual effect, instead you pop it into an AI and let it do all the work in just a couple of seconds. I'm gonna incorporate that into the final installment of the trilogy. Got a plane going overhead. See if we can get that in a shot. Yeah, it's up there. See? Right there. There's also like something that shot up straight up. I don't know what. It's still going. It's still going. It's another plane going straight up. Well, anyway. Things you see on a Sunday in Florida. But anyway, don't expect the experiment, the final installment of the trilogy. Don't expect it like tomorrow. Because it's going to take a long time. We're going to put a lot of work into it. We're going to do each scene per day instead of trying to shoot multiple scenes like we did the last time. I kind of ran through it really fast. In fact, the thing that took the most time on the original experiment was me growing a beard out. It took me 4.5 months to grow that big beard out, which I didn't do anymore, and I'm not going to because that sucked. But the new one's going to be really good. I don't want to give anything away right now. We're going to talk about it later after we start actually doing more. But it's in pre-production right now. I'm writing a script right now with my son. We're coming up with a whole bunch of different ideas and a different type of camera angles and camera captures that we want to experiment with. And that's the whole thing about the experiment, is it's trying to make a crazy movie on no budget whatsoever. But yet still be able to pull it off where it's YouTube worthy, you know? That's what basically the experiment has turned into. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope your week goes really well for you. I'm going to try to come back again and talk to you again. I'm also going to be shooting again very soon here. Going to be going out to Celebration, doing some videos out there. I hope you have a great day. Let me know in the comments what you got planned. Love to hear about it. And until next time, remember, life is what you make of it, so make it a good one. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Kinda lost in the weight of the world right now.
I'm gonna be famous on them YouTubes.